By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back into another episode of the galaxy-famous, Halcyon-approved Jedi Talk Podcast, a Top 10 edition, our Top 10 Mandalorian Season 3. I can't believe it's finally here. Expectations, land, wants, what we expect from this series, this season. Let's just get it going. I am one of your co-hosts, Tom Oakery. Thank you for joining us. Please follow us at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram, youtube.com/Jedi Talk. Joining me as always, the High Council is here in my chair, and also we have the rest of the council as well. Directly to my left, he was probably just on Batu. I think I saw him running back with a Ronto wrap up his butt. Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you?
Hello there. Well, where else do you put one? Isn't that where we're supposed to go?
I normally put my Ronto wraps in Kyle's mom.
You saw me there doing that, and I was also rereading some of the Comic Halcyon books. That's not even a phrase.
That's why they theme it. That's why the term "wrap it up" is a thing.
Go back. You just seamlessly transitioned.
I know.
Say, yeah, I just put this Ronto wrap up Kyle's mom's butt.
Yeah.
And
then I was also reading the comics again to get excited for the Star Cruiser.
Were you still inside?
Yes, of course. Gotta leave it in.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, God.
Introduce Brad, and then I can talk about the comics. I have a few things I want to say.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There
directly across from me, who for once was embarrassed by Evan and not the opposite. Brad, Brad, how the hell are you?
He said leave it in.
Are you kidding me? I always embarrass him.
What's up, everybody? This is going to be a fun one.
It is.
Not because we leave it in Kyle's mouth.
That's all the way up.
That is so repulsive.
Yeah,
so crass.
This was a little bad.
This is so crass.
I don't care.
All right, let's do this. What, Evan? Someone read some comic books.
Yeah.
Christ.
I can. Yeah, sure.
You just don't expect it from Evan.
What,
you know?
I mean, what did you use as lighting?
What is
the light on the.
Oh goodness.
The light on the vibrator.
Can we go? Even I'm weirded out by this one.
Yeah, this one's a little much. I'm not going to lie to you. It's
Wow.
a little much. It's
Wow.
a little much.
But we've gone
That's
worse.
where you draw the line?
I
Come on
don't know
now.
why this is the line, but for some
We've
reason
been
this
worse.
is the line. This is not as bad as we've been, but
No.
for some reason today,
I'm astounded.
just grossed out.
Okay.
I have one honorable mention.
Okay, I do too. Let's say those, and then we can be grossed out.
All right, Halcyon comic book, please get us out of this.
Oh, okay. Well, so I forgot that the Saber training pod is on the Halcyon because in the High Republic, the Jedi helped save the Star Cruiser from the Nile. So Shug Trebor built the lightsaber training pod to thank the Jedi and to let them use that.
Very cool.
So that's why it's there. I know we've asked that question and I just forgot it was answered long ago. But
damn,
why is there a Jedi pod on this? Makes no sense. Makes sense. You just got to go back.
If you ask
centuries.
Saja,
Oh, I bet they gotta know for sure.
I would love to know the answer to that, and I guess we'll find out when we go.
And
why is there a lightsaber
what
training
else?
pod here?
He's
Just
just
know
told
the
us.
answer. No, I'm
So-
saying see if they know the answer.
Oh, yeah.
Lieutenant Croy and the First Order get informed of the Halcyon and their possible dealings with the Resistance from the pirate Crimson Jack, who is that kind of main storyline that goes through the comics when there's not flashbacks going on, when it's not being
Which
annoying.
is every fucking issue.
Yeah, but the overarching story
Don't
is
cry. This
Crimson
reminds
Jack.
me of a time when this happened.
300 years
Fuck
ago
off.
when this happened.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. And then, because Crimson Jack tells Lieutenant Croy about that, Kevin then sends a message to go warn Vi on Batu. So that's that Kevin and Vi connection that you guys have heard about through the Captain's Table. And hopefully we get Captain's Table and get to hear it again.
That'd be nice. That'd be really nice.
That'd be nice. Noise.
All right. Top 10 episode is, you clicked on it, you already know the answer, but just to say it again, top 10 things we want from Mando Season 3 or demand. I like demand. Top 10,
Yes.
top 10 things we demand.
The
from
show that's
Mando
already
Season
been
3.
made and produced and finished. We demand this be in
demand
it.
this to be we demand these shoehorns.
Reshoots.
Season 4 already written as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's
we got to talk
crazy.
about that on the last show, but yeah, Season 4 is right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, who has any... Why am I doing this? This is your thing.
I have an honorable mention. I think Evan and I have one honorable mention.
Yeah.
I'll go with mine real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We had Jar Jar Binks step into poop in The Phantom Menace. I want the first Star Wars live-action fart. Damn it. That's Evan's intro.
we've
not
got
his
that
fart.
already.
They farted
We've got that.
in one.
In Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace, they fart.
He
The-
farted in Phantom
Not
Menace?
The
he, but
Eopie
the
does.
Yeah.
Oh, I want
And
to.
Jar Jar goes,
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, I want it to return. This was just an attempt for me to make
The
a joke.
return of
That's
the
all it
fart.
was.
It was a fart joke.
Yeah.
Return of the fart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Return of the Fart, episode, chapter
Fart.
17.
Somehow
Return
the
of
fart has returned.
Oh, you know what? We also didn't talk about that news about the movie announcement at Celebration.
Fuck, I think that was the big thing.
Possible movie announcement.
What do you guys think it's going to be?
I'm
Before we get into this thing.
going with Rogue Squadron.
I think
My
that's
guess
going to
is
make
gonna
a comeback.
be like,
yeah.
But didn't they say a new movie?
Well, that's a new movie.
No, they just said movie. Yeah, Rogue Squadron's still
But it's not
new.
an announcement if you've already announced the movie. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
but
That's me. I could be nitpicking
That's kind of what
here.
Disney does, though. They're like,
But-
the thing that we announced, it's coming right now.
But
It's now
shouldn't
back.
You say, then shouldn't it be more details on the next movie, not announcement of a new movie? Because if you're
Maybe.
announcing a new movie, that's not an announcement. You
Unless
can't
they
announce some
just-
shit you've already announced.
They do, though.
But you can't sell a convention on, like if to me.
Star Wars didn't come out and say that they're going to say that, though. It was like a rumor.
Oh, okay.
It was a heavy
It
rumor.
wasn't like an official thing.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha. Never mind then.
They could just be changing the title, too, because that might confuse some of the dumb fans.
They
that
better
are
not
like, Rogue
change-
One, Rogue Squadron. Like,
No.
I don't know.
No.
I think it's a
Fuck.
good title, but like,
Yeah,
the
it's
game
fine.
has that title has a built-in fandom because of the games
True.
of the N64.
true.
So, I think you'd have to be really dumb to not take aspects from that game too and make that canon. I think
Also
that'd be
true.
smart.
Yep.
But yeah, I like
I
it.
think it'll be Rogue
You
Squadron.
think Rogue Squadron? I
Yeah.
think it's gonna.
That's my safe guess.
Here's
but I'd be
my
happy.
here's my out of left field guess. My out of left field guess is, since we know and that Disney has announced that Marvel is slowing down production on things, I'm thinking this could be the Kevin Feige Star Wars movie.
Could be.
He's going to have time now to do it with them slowing down production, not as much stuff going on his plate. That was one of those things, too, that was like, is it a rumor? Is it not? He kind of said it wasn't. He said he had an idea. They're going to give Kevin Feige a shot if he wants to take a shot with as much money as he's fucking made Disney and Marvel over the years.
Why not make him do like a Mandalorian episode?
I think that would be a good proving ground,
Yeah.
but I think he's...
I think in their minds he's past that, though.
Yeah,
Like,
I think so, too. I think that they're going
Star Wars and Marvel.
They're just going to give him the shot, and if it fails, then oh well, you've made us how many untold billions of dollars, and kind of go from there. That's my prediction: is that it's the Kevin Feige movie.
It's just risky to do with Star Wars. It's
Yeah.
risky.
Yeah.
It is. But I think he's proven himself to be a somewhat competent storyteller, especially in Phase 1, and has a grand vision. I don't know where that fell in Phase 4, but
Phase 5's not starting out all that hot.
I've heard.
I've heard King Mania wasn't very good, but I won't see
Mania?
it, so.
Quantum
Yeah,
Mania?
that,
I saw it.
oh, wait. Yeah, Ant-Man. Yeah, whatever it's called.
I was like, did I miss something?
I've missed something because I just haven't seen it and don't plan
I'm
to.
gonna go see.
so.
I was gonna go see it tonight, but then we got the podcast, so that didn't happen. I want to see it. I'm curious. But
Still go see it. I was entertained, but it's
yeah.
just not great.
I heard it's really science fiction-y,
Yeah. It's
which I'm here for.
very Star Warsy.
Really?
Very.
How's it bad?
Okay.
I'm so confused.
Oh, it's because it's kind of like a
Rip-off?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like a blatant rip-off.
I'm curious about Modak. Whatever the fuck his name is. No, god damn it! I wanted that character to work so bad. He's such a weird fucking character.
He works in parts, but then like his backstory just didn't do it for me.
Damn.
There's some cringe stuff with him.
Oh god, is he trans?
No.
Non-binary, actually. He doesn't
No.
identify.
The face doesn't identify.
He's not trans.
Oh, God.
I love
That's
it.
your trans button.
That's the
It's
trans
pretty
button.
good.
We
That's
finally have it
hilarious.
on here. Yes.
I fucking love that.
This episode's got it all. This episode really has it all. This is the most serious Star Wars podcast you're gonna find
We got
right
a
here.
trans button.
We're
It's called
serious.
Hedwig's theme for people who like
yes. John Williams.
I mean, where
So,
else?
yeah,
Where else would you
John
put your wig on your head?
that. What's
Like-
your honorable mention, Evan? Like that? I can't believe that started from my farty joke honorable mention. But what's
It
your
really
honorable
did. Some Anzellans. So for those of you that don't know what an Anzellan is, that is Babu Frick species, also Shug Trebor species.
Did
So
we see those in the preview?
yeah, they're in the trailer.
We did.
So I can't wait to see what they're about. What if one of them is Shug Trebor? That would be pretty sick.
I don't know who Shug Trebor is.
The
Why don't I
maker.
know that?
The Halcyon.
Oh, duh. Yeah, never mind. Duh.
What if he hangs out with? I
Fucking
feel like he
stupid.
wouldn't hang out with Babu, but what if it is Babu and him? Just like being
That'd be
buds.
dope.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool tie-in.
Yeah,
Which
that's it though. That's my honorable mention.
Kind of,
Okay.
kind of crossover, vaguely.
Vaguely.
All right, am I going first with 10 since I didn't have an honorable mention?
If you want,
Or
yeah.
how do we
let's
do
do
it?
it.
I don't usually remember. I'm usually drinking when we do these,
Lastly-
and I'm not, so I don't remember how we do this.
Lastly, we last couple times we've done Evan, myself, then you.
Let's keep it that way.
All right, Evan.
Oh, okay.
Number 10.
My number 10 is
Number one.
We're starting off. My number 1.
I want somebody to period. What?
Whoa. So my number 10 is
Turning red,
we
Star
don't
Wars?
know the we
Call
don't
that.
know the planet that we saw in the trailer with like the cityscape, so it could be Coruscant.
Crossover.
It could also be Hosnian Prime.
Oh, maybe not crossover.
So I'm happy with either one. So I'm hoping just it's one of those two, and it's a really cool connection. I hope it's not just planet that as a big city number 3. Like we don't need that. Just give us something that ties into Coruscant and or Hosnian Prime.
Smart move. It's Hosnian Prime.
Yeah, to set up
You
the
right
New
over there?
Republic.
Yeah. It's fine.
Uh
Raging.
oh. What happened?
We're good. We're good.
Oh.
We're good.
Kyle's mom canceled on you?
No. Typically, I like taking a night off from her, but sorry. Go on.
Okay,
I'm good. I'm here.
That is it. That's my number 10. Just the connection to either of those two planets.
Okay.
Hosnian Prime makes more sense to me. In this era of Star Wars.
Yep, to
but
set up the New Republic.
crossover kind of. What's your number 10?
My number 10. Sorry, as I collected my thoughts there. This one's small, but I want Grogu to say like his first word. I want him to speak. I want him to say some English.
Do you make him talk backwards like Yoda?
I think you have to.
Or
Yaddle
do you
doesn't.
avoid it? Yeah, or do you avoid
So
it?
not all of them do.
Oh, that's right. Yaddle really doesn't.
Yeah, so I would avoid it.
Maybe as a baby, though, you have him do it because it'd be cute.
Well, we don't. So we always assume that the species talked like that, but maybe it's just their upbringing, because maybe he's heard Din talk this whole time.
Yeah.
That is so obnoxious. I'm sorry.
His first phrase is, "This is the way." The way this is.
This is the way.
But Luke told him that Yoda talked in riddles.
Yeah.
Remember, he's like, he talks in riddles.
Yeah. I like that one. I didn't think about that, but that's a good
Me
one.
neither.
But
Do
mine,
you think he's gonna? Do you think there's gonna be like his first words like father? Or like there's gonna be like a father moment with like.
oh my God,
Mando.
I hope so. I fucking
That'd be
hope
cool.
so.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
What's your number 10, Brad?
My number 10 is I want Grogu to do something new and to be a presence in the show. And by presence, I mean not just something that you can rescue and keep alive. I want him to be like something more than, quote, the damsel in distress.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to be like...
We saw that in the trailer, though.
Yeah,
He's like taking out that dude.
I want him to like actually do... And I don't want him to, keep using the Force. I want something new from him. Because we know we can do those things, and we know that's not going to be a shocking moment like it was the first time with the Mudhorn. I want him to be like a fucking gangster and like add to the team and not just be like, the baby you got to keep, the puppy you got to keep alive.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my number 10.
He's more of like
Definitely.
a pal. I like that. Yeah.
Definitely. And that changes the whole dynamic of the show, where it's not just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
either he's, like you said, the damsel in distress, or he's the MacGuffin. It's like you either have to
MacGuffin.
always get him or protect him. Like, give him something else.
Yep.
Yeah. My number 9 is also someone being a badass, but I want to see some Grief Karga being a badass. They've been putting him out in a lot of the promotion recently. He's got his own poster and everything.
Well
so I think he's going to get some time to shine. He might come back and be more of a badass. Season 2, he was more in the background. He was still doing cool stuff, but we didn't see him as much.
Mhm.
But it'd be cool to see him maybe wielding a blaster again and helping protect his city, or
Yeah, he's
just doing something.
Is he a magistrate? Is it no.
Essentially, he's like the mayor almost.
Yeah, like a
mayor,
mayor of the-
magistrate,
of,
like the leader of
Navarro, right?
Yeah, Navarro.
Yeah.
So
Good.
maybe he's got to protect his settlement from somebody coming
He's
in.
directing an episode this season, right? Or
I forgot. I think
Wasn't
he
it
is.
2?
Yeah,
Is it
Carl
2?
Weathers
Okay.
is. Yeah. So what if that's it? Like he's directing the episode where he's just taking over, being a badass.
Do we know who's doing the first one? Have they said who's doing which, or is it just kind of like?
I forget. I
don't
think they
remember.
have said a few,
I think the
but
first
I
one's
forget.
Favreau, right?
I don't remember. At all.
Probably.
I would
If I had to
assume.
guess.
Set the tone, write it, direct it, set the tone for the whole season.
What if they get Pedro Pascal to do one too?
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be
I wonder if he
interesting.
has any, why not? You got Carl Weathers to do it.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he could do it. I think directing is a very hard job because there's so many fucking things going on. But I think when you're in a machine like that it's probably more like delegation of like, you just kind of have to okay what we do. I'm not so sure that the directors on something like this are involved with like, how does the visual effects look? You have to like approve storyboards, but I don't think they're doing it like the way like Tarantino directs his films. I don't think it's to that level of in depth. I think they have a lot of stuff that just kind of gets handed to them, and they're like, that looks fine.
Yeah. Essentially.
I think.
I feel like they're more just
I'm
like
speaking completely out of school and
Yeah.
have no
right.
frame of reference.
I think
to
that makes sense.
But I think in order to do these back to back this quick, that kind of has to be the case.
I have the writers for each episode, just not
Oh,
the
shit.
directors.
Okay.
Chapter 17, John Favreau.
he's
Chapter
probably
18,
directing
John
it.
Favreau.
Oh shit.
Chapter 19, Noah Clure and John Favreau. Chapter 20, Gentlemen, Ahsoka's going to be in this episode. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
There we go.
Chapter 21, Jon Favreau. Chapter 22, Jon Favreau. Chapter 23, Ahsoka's back. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Chapter 24, Jon Favreau. So he's on every single episode.
And that is 8 episodes, so that confirmed that.
That is 8.
Yep.
Nice. Dude, I'm so fucking excited.
Dude,
Next
Favreau
week.
just like
1st
took over.
through April 19th.
Can we
Man.
do for the season finale a watch together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we mean you did for Luke's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to do that.
Yep.
We
Let's
got to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Want to do early morning or after? It's gonna be hard as shit to
Definitely
avoid spoilers.
after.
Yeah, I'm fine. Look,
Just
it
complete
depends.
media
I
blackout.
worked-
It depends what my schedule is.
I
that
worked
day.
that
Like,
whole day of the Luke episode. I avoided the hell. I could do
Okay.
it. I'm good.
I
After
can't
works
based
for
on
me.
where I
I'm
work, but
Oh shit, that's true.
Let's talk about
we'll
it.
figure
Okay.
out when we get there.
Figure
I
it
need
out.
to know my schedule. That's so
Who's,
far.
who's on number what now?
Oh, I guess it's
That was my number 9.
number
Grief
9,
Karga
so
being a
you're number
badass.
Yeah, hell yeah. Grief Karga. Number 9, I'm sure this is crossover, but I want to see a restored Mandalore.
Oh yeah,
I think that's crossover.
that's
Yeah.
definite.
I just
crossover.
want to see it getting back to its glory. I don't expect it to be what we know of, like the beauty of the beautiful Mandalore, but before the Moors happen.
Oh,
So-
I think I actually left that off on purpose because I knew you guys were going. Oh no, it's it's on there. Yeah.
Okay. We can talk about it more then. That's my number 9. Brad,
Yeah.
what's your number 9?
My number 9 is a simple one, but I want a really intense cliffhanger for season 4.
I bet we get it. If they've already got season
I
4
hope.
finished, they probably knew where to leave season 3 and where to pick up season 4. Snap,
Yeah,
like right there.
I want something like that's gonna torture me, like
Oof.
like Grogu gets cut out, or like something big where you're like,
They already
fuck.
did that. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but like I want something to that level, like because the Luke thing was really fucking awesome, but it wasn't a cliffhanger. It was like just a really cool moment.
Oh,
You're like,
yeah, that was
kind of it was
You
because
could
you're
have
like
ended the series there.
because
Yeah.
he gives him to Luke.
Yeah,
and that's
that
a
could have been the end
cliffhanger
of
in its
Mando.
entirety,
Yeah.
but like it's not
Not
because
really,
like
no.
it kind of wrapped the story
Yeah.
up at that time. So
but then it wrapped that story, but it set up the next story of
Yeah.
Bo-Katan wants that darksaber.
yeah,
True.
So I just want like something. I want something like bad or crazy to happen.
It could be that, like, she takes the darksaber by force, and you're
Like,
like, oh, is Mando dead? Like,
Even
what
if
just
like
happened?
the last thing they show you like Snoke coming out of a tube, like something. I want something.
I
where
don't
you're
want
like,
something
fuck.
like that. I feel like that's too on the nose.
I just
Like,
something
I get
to
what
that
you mean,
level.
though.
Yeah, something to
I
that
get what
level.
you mean. Yeah,
That's it. It's pretty easy. Evan, number 8.
I agree. Number 8, we've seen it in the trailers, but I just want a sick, badass TIE Interceptor chase, because the Interceptor is my top 2 or 3 favorite ships, and to see them finally back in live action, we haven't seen them since, Return of the Jedi? It's been a long time since we've
Yeah.
seen a TIE Interceptor.
Yeah.
So to see that thing kicking ass, flying around a canyon, obviously they're going to lose, but just to see them being cool for a while, I can't wait for that. And I want it to be a really cool space battle, but not really in space, because they've shown it's in a canyon, so it's kind of a little bit of like a western chase slash space battle. I don't know where I'm really going with that, but just something that's involving TIE interceptors being awesome.
Fair. That would be cool.
Because we've seen in live action so much of the standard TIE fighter, which I
Right.
like, they're cool, but the interceptor's my favorite, and it never gets any play. So to see it finally do something will be cool.
Here's a little segue into my number 8. I want to see, and I'm sure this is on yours especially, but First Order.
That's in there somewhere.
It's on there on mine
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I mean, where is? You're right. I know we were kind of promised this. Favreau even, or I don't know if John said it, but somebody said it.
I think it was him
I'm
at
pretty sure it was
Celebration,
Favreau, like
talking
years
about
ago.
rising, seeing the First
I mean,
Order kind of
we're
come
at
out.
that time
Yeah.
period where it
time to show it.
has to. It would make me feel better about already good feeling I have about the sequels. Like it would be like, oh wow, this is how much the First Order built up, and that's how they became like this. Maybe you could.
You kind of have to.
They should. I would love if they snuck a little bit of Palpatine's return story in like season 4.
Yeah, me too.
I bet
I would
they
love
do.
that.
I really
I
bet
would
they do.
love that. I would love it. I would love that.
Maybe
a lot.
Palps kills Mando.
God, that'd be fucking nice. I'm okay with
Dang, they've been doing a lot recently to help make him scarier. Like in Bad Batch, he was scary. Just seeing him come out in the Senate and do something was scary. So to see him do that would be like, oh, he just killed one of our favorite heroes. Okay,
that. Wild.
he's scary.
My number 8 is I want to see. That's why it was kind of crossover on yours. I want to see Coruscant in
Mhm.
this era of Star Wars and what it has become.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
to me, this is like the New York City of Star Wars, right? And if you take all of, the money out of New York, like if you took all like Wall Street and all that stuff out of New York, what does the city look like? If you take the Jedi and the Empire kind of out of Coruscant because they're not
Like,
really.
who
based-
takes over at this point?
Who,
Like,
there's
someone's gonna.
something there.
There's a power vacuum.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I want to know. My thought would be that it kind of goes to shit.
It's
You would
and-
think so.
And
gotta
I
go
want to
shit.
see what it looks like. Like
The
if they-
Rafa sisters, they're running Coruscant.
Oh God.
Oh, God, please no. But I just want to see what Coruscant looks like. I don't need it to like focus, but I think it'd be cool if they like stop there and they're like, it's really
Yeah.
seedy now. It used to be the gym of the Republic,
Right.
But now it's this seedy underground, and people are getting mugged, and the Death Sticks guy's back. That's what I want.
Yeah, dude. That six guy, Sleaze Pagano, is running it.
Sleaze Pagano.
He's the mayor of Coruscant.
yeah.
He went home and rethought his life.
And
He's
he's
like,
like,
I will
I
run
wanna-
this planet.
I want
will
to be
leader.
corrupt. That's his rethought his life. He wants to be a fucking politician. Kill him. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
All politicians are pieces of shit.
I agree.
Never
There's-
forget
except for
that.
Mon Mothma.
There's no button to be pushed.
And
there.
Bail Organa.
That's true.
Those two are not.
Yeah, they're fictional. That's how fucking. That's how
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Thank
That's how you know they're all
Damn
full
it.
of shit. It's
Had to ruin
it's
it.
fictional. All right, Evan number 7. 7th Evan.
I
My
gotta
favorite,
see.
my favorite sentence of the week. 7th Evan.
It's a pretty good one.
I love it.
It comes around perfectly for these top tens. We should make them top 11s
Dawson's
just for me.
Creek.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get the wrong
Yes.
ABC Family
Yes.
fucking kids soap opera
Yes.
wrong?
I was
My
being-
apologies.
I was being made fun of for Cheetah Girls, and he's over here singing the wrong
Yes.
song.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's no Pretty Woman. I'll tell you that.
No, it's not.
And that is a callback, ladies and gentlemen. A good callback, too.
Oh God.
My number 7 is some Darksaber training with Mando, because we know he's going to be fighting with it. So he's got to practice with it somewhere, somehow.
He did already.
We saw
The
one,
armor, I
one
need-
scene with the armor, but, like, that's not enough.
And he beat the one dude. Paz,
More or less.
Paz Vizsla.
Yeah,
Paz
Paz was
Vizsla,
kind of
yeah.
kicking him around a little bit. But
I want to go back and rewatch all that.
Yeah.
I might do that tonight. I'm probably not gonna do it tonight.
No.
No,
you're not
but
gonna do
I'm
that.
gonna watch I'll watch the Mando Boba Fett episodes before.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna
before
watch.
season 3.
I'm gonna rewatch. I'm gonna try to get to some Mando this weekend though, for sure.
You know we're gonna get a banging like recap video.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
So-
a 3-minute long. Yeah,
Kenobi had the best.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kenobi's was good.
the shit.
yeah. You had to have that one though, because
I
like
don't remember if I think they showed that at Celebration too. By the way,
The recap. Oh, they
I
should.
think-
before they showed the
I
first
think
episode.
I think they did. If
That's cool.
I
You
need
would
to
have
go back
to.
and look at photos, but I'm pretty sure that
I mean,
that they did that. And
everyone in Celebration didn't forget that backstory before, but still,
Dog.
you got to show it.
dog, that ending of episode 2 with that when he's like,
Oh, yeah,
finally
but-
show
yeah.
Vader. God damn, that was one of my favorite moments of all time at Celebration. All right, where
That's
we at?
pretty good. That was my number 7.
My
Just
number
some training.
7 is Din should have to go meet somebody out there in the void of space. Some classy individual. I don't know. This could be anybody. Maybe it could be Doc. I don't care who he has to meet. But it's got to be on the Halcyon. This is a good chance for you to do some
Crossover.
marketing of the Halcyon on
With the
the
biggest
Mandalorian.
Star Wars show that's
You could
around.
Yeah.
look. Pedro was at Disney World, right? Not that long ago. Wasn't he? No. I am thinking of something else. But I'm sure you could have snuck him on there.
Yeah.
No
The
question.
sitting in the sublet
What
lounge.
you need to do is that you
Have
take
a
photos of it.
They
conversation.
closed
I mean-
over Thanksgiving. What
I
if
mean-
they filmed over Thanksgiving?
I mean, hang on a second. Why on earth did they do that with like Poe Dameron and shit when there's nothing to promote? I mean, I know you want your Star Wars stars on the house,
especially Oscar, because
but-
Oscar's like, I'm done with Star Wars
Right.
unless I need a new
he
house.
ain't. He's
Like,
not done.
Yeah,
No one's ever really gone from Star Wars.
in universe and out of universe.
Even Carrie Fisher, she's dead. She still showed up.
Yep.
R.I.P. But
That's
then
crossover. for
Then,
sure.
like in a year or two from now, when they're really struggling with the Halcyon, they can just do in case of emergency. I can't speak.
I think they
Break
did
glass.
Then they did that
Mando.
this week.
Well, they did, but that's a year or two from now when this break glass
I don't
moment
think
is
quite
gone.
because not every person eligible for that's gonna be able to afford that.
That's why
That's true.
That's why they did it.
Yeah, I know.
But in a
Even
few
still, they
years,
won't
they
be able
can say, "Hey, Mando was here on the show. Now he's going to be here on the ship. Come see Mando on the ship."
That'd be fucking.
They
That'd
won't
be
put him
cool.
on Batu for us. They'll be like, "You have to pay to see him here." Like, I bet they do it.
You want to
Bet
see the
they do it.
Mandalorian? You got to pay.
Yeah.
Mr. Iger needs his fifth
I've
gold
actually thought
toilet.
about that because there's no way they don't have plans to bring him here in some
He
capacity.
can't. He'd be swarmed. He'd be tackled
Launch
if he
pad?
went.
Well, I mean, Mickey is here. I mean, for Christ's sakes, they figured that out. Like, you can figure out a way to do it. Like Tom said, launch bay. That's like your fucking prime.
It's the only way to
Yeah.
do it.
But you want him.
But they're
You want him in
not gonna.
canon and like. I
Of
get
course
it.
I do. Yeah.
I get it. But all right, where are we at? My number 7.
Grogu
You're
would
number
try.
7.
They try to steal Grogu 5 minutes into him being open. Some mom or eBay seller or somebody would steal Grogu out of the pouch and be gone.
I'm okay with it. I'd buy it. My number 7.
Fans here in Orlando are just nuts. Guests in Orlando, nuts.
It's the international people that are fucking crazy.
Mhm.
I want my number 7 is I want to see more detail of what the not the High Republic. I wrote High Republic. What's the
New Republic.
New Republic. I wrote
Okay.
High Republic in here. I meant New Republic. I want to see more of that because just like the First Order, both have to kind of be simultaneously rising to fight each other. So give me more of this
Mhm.
coming out. Like, how did they come out of defeating the Empire? Because this is like 6 years after
Ish, I
Revenge
forget.
of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi.
I forget. It's
It's
around
like
that.
5-6 years, something like that. So there's
Yeah.
there's something boiling up, and I want to see
Yeah.
what it is and like
Mhm.
why they feel the need to, if the Empire's gone, then what are you fighting? So like there's got to be some reason for that. I just want to know
Well,
more of the
that's-
backstory.
Fans like us know the backstory, and it's not much, but there's more New Republic than there is First Order. Essentially, all
Yeah.
we know is Mon Mothma takes over. She pushes for demilitarization, so she's like, no more armies, no more X-wings, nothing. And Leia's kind of in the background, being like, we should probably hang on to some stuff. You never know. So Leia kind of leads the resistance in the forming and keeping of what little army they have.
Wasn't that in the? That wasn't a book. What book was that in?
I forget.
The one where they talk about her sending Ben off. What
Yeah.
was the name of that book?
Benioff and Weiss.
What was the name of that book?
I honestly don't- I
It was
haven't
the
read it.
Leia one. It was one where she gets found out that she's related to Vader.
Not
Bloodline.
Aftermath, but Bloodline.
Bloodline.
Yeah, Aftermath was
Bloodline.
bad.
That's
Bloodline
right.
was good. Yeah, it's
Bloodline's
all
great.
basically that book. It's just like, and that's why she leaves
Yep.
politics, because she's
Mhm.
like, well,
Well,
I'm related
I'm
to
Hitler's
Vader,
son,
and
Hitler's
also
daughter.
these politics are going the wrong way and taking away our military. We got to keep some military.
Huh.
So
Weird.
Yeah.
You need guns. Where are we at? Tom, number.
my number 6.
I had a full-on panic this week, and I text Tom about something, and that was a genuine freak out.
I know.
Where are we at? Number
Yikes.
6.
My number 6 is.
that where we're at?
Yeah, you just did
Oh,
your
yeah,
7,
didn't
right?
Yeah.
My number 6 is a little bit more about what's going on with cloning, because we know Dr. Pershing's involved. He looks like he's more kind of helping out the good guys, so maybe he's going to be telling some secrets and like, hey, they're trying to do this to clone this, or the bad guys are trying to steal this and build this. Like, he's got to know something. So he looks like he's trying to be maybe informative, and they got Moff Gideon captured too. So maybe Gideon and Pershing are going to be like, hey, there's some cloning going on here. They're trying to steal Grogu for this. Who knows? But we got to get some more info about that. Especially because like it'll
That's
tie
some
into a
my
lot
favorite
of stuff. 'Cause,
from
like,
that season.
For
was
sure,
that.
yeah.
That was so interesting.
yeah.
Like breaking it down, like, oh, is that Snoke's theme? Like all that shit. I'm curious to see how the music turns out. That's not on my list, but
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
made me think
the
of that.
different
I'm
guy.
curious.
Yeah,
doing it.
Ludwig's not doing this, so like
Ludwig is not
that's
doing it.
wild that he only did 16 episodes, and then he's like, I'm out, and he was good too. Like we all loved him. Like no, he
Yeah.
didn't leave because people hated him. He just left because he's on to different stuff.
I mean, how many times can you do the same shit? I mean, I know at a certain Kevin Kiner.
Well,
said,
John
"Hold
Williams
my-"
can do it 3,000 times.
Kevin Kiner said, "Hold my Hoth icebreaker."
Can't wait to drink those.
Dude, I got the glasses out here. They're right there.
Those are beautiful.
Fuck, thank you.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Anytime,
thank you. as in,
anytime.
like, thank you. All right, Tom, where are you at? Number
6. I want to get a peek at Skeleton Crew via
Ooh.
Mando, since they're all in like the same universe. Jon Favreau even said
Yeah.
that these stories were connected, like Skeleton Crew, Ahsoka. So I'd
That's
like,
a good little tie-in that he said that.
yeah, I'd like there just to be a little bit of a crossover episode where it like gives us a little hint at what Skeleton Crew's all about.
Do you think Skeleton Crew's gonna have Broom Kid?
I don't.
Nah,
It could.
I don't think so.
Oh no, it can't because that's Last Jedi. This is like 20
Yeah.
years before that. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes no sense. Never mind. Never mind.
Unless
You're
we see
definitely
the
right, but that's
conception
not
of
why I
Broom
said I
Kid.
don't think so. But you're right. Yeah, he can't be.
He can't be. He'd be
He
like
would-
40. What's up, guys? I'm Broom Kid.
His parents also honeymooned on the Halcyon, so the same
Same
room
fucking
for
room, guys.
same room for
All the
Anakin
fucking
and
blam
Padme,
spots.
and then Lon, Han and Leia. That's their relationship name now is Lon. I just made that terrible name up.
Lon.
Lon
Lon.
or Heya.
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 I like Heya better.
Heya.
Heya. Heya.
Goodness, it's awful.
Evan, shut the
Yes,
fuck up.
hit that button now, please.
Shut the fuck up.
Brad,
You know
what's
I
your
said
number
something dumb
6?
when I'm saying hit it.
This one's pretty easy. My next two are pretty simple and pretty straightforward. No, go to a planet, help, leave trope. I'm so fucking sick of that with
Yeah.
Mando.
Oh,
We've
man.
the show's
Yeah.
grown
I
past that.
know. I know.
I'm done.
Have you seen the things on YouTube where it's like every episode of Mando, and it's just like, Mando, we need you to help us
It's
fight
dangerous.
off these pirate invader creature monsters.
Every episode's like this. Hey, it's dangerous here because these people shoot.
Yeah.
Well, if you pay me, I'll help you.
Yep.
Should I trust you? Okay. Cute kid, and then that's it.
Yep. That's what
Then
the
he
YouTube
leaves.
videos are too.
Yeah,
That's just spoofs on that.
It's fucking. I'm done. I'm over it.
Yeah.
The show's grown past that.
It really has.
Knock it off, Jon Favreau.
Well, he did write every single episode this season.
Evan, what's your number 5?
Number 5 is basically what Brad already said with Grogu, but some more Grogu just being dependent and also like an evolution of his force powers. I don't need his
Crossover.
whole thing to be force powers, but we've seen his growth a lot. You know, he did a little bit of force healing, and then he was like holding back the flames, and then he was like lifting mudhorns, and he's done a lot. So like, I would like to see that evolution continue.
Yeah, this is my 5. So
Perfect.
Grogu, force growth. Yeah, it just, and I think it's alluded to. I think Brad said he wants to see him do something different.
Yeah.
Earlier, yeah, let's see him do more with the force. Right? Maybe show us a force ability that we've never seen before.
That'd be sweet.
Maybe
I mean, each movie's
maybe
done that,
Grogu
so.
does the one that we see Cal do in the game.
I think it'd be cool if he had
That'd be cool.
psychometry. If Grogu could like touch things and,
Yeah.
and feel the like, I think that would
It's
be
Cal's
really
thing,
cool.
but
it's Rey's
I want-
thing.
I don't know. Rey and Kylo have a way different thing going
Yeah.
on that's not psychometry.
yeah,
it's never been explained.
That's the diet in the force.
I have
Yeah.
always considered her psychometry because it's
Me
that
too,
specific
until she
lightsaber,
saw
and she's-
things that didn't make sense. Like the Knights of Ren and Kylo have nothing to do with that
That's
lightsaber.
just bad writing.
Yeah. So that she doesn't have psychometry. And neither does Kylo, because he touches Vader's helmet and he thinks it's really Vader talking, but it's not.
That's true.
It's Palpatine. So they don't have psychometry.
I'm
Thought
not
it was.
doubting that they're not strong enough to have it. I just,
Right.
Like, I want Grogu to have something that we can't conceive or we haven't thought of, right? Give us a force power that's different.
If anyone can, it'll be Filoni. He's
Yeah.
good at coming up with weird stuff. So.
I can't think of
Like
new
the force
force powers. My brain doesn't
I know.
work that way.
We did this years ago,
Yeah.
before episode 9. we
Yeah,
were like
like,
thinking
come
of
up
a
with a
new
new force
power,
power.
and we
It's
had
really
some
hard to
dumb
do.
ideas. I forget. I know I had
don't-
dumb ideas.
I didn't remember what mine were, to be honest
I
with you.
forget, but I know mine
maybe,
were bad.
maybe Grogu can, like, look into your soul somehow and just, like,
Maybe. Because like him and
Calm
Ahsoka
your
were
aura or
speaking
something,
over
yeah.
mine, so maybe
Yeah.
Grogu can like see inside you.
we'll see. I don't
Maybe
know.
he's
See your
really good at
spirit.
guessing what your zodiac sign is.
We can finally find out what Star
Taurus
Wars
you
zodiac
are.
signs are. Oh, you're a Bantha. Oh, you're a Minoc. Oh. Does anyone... I have no idea what any of that stuff even is.
I don't know, and I
No,
don't
people
care.
always ask me, what's your sign? I'm like, stop.
I
don't
know I'm
know.
Aquarius because I've
Stop
dated
sign?
crazy women in my past, but that's the only reason I know it. Yeah, if a girl ever asks
I
you
don't
what
know.
your sign is, run immediately.
Well, that's like every girl I've ever met, so that's not...
You need to you need to know new people.
Nope, I'm good with the
What's your
8
5,
people I
bro?
know.
The 8? Well, 8. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. I don't know any people. My number 5 that we're at.
Yes.
Another simple one. No filler episodes. God damn it! Please don't give me. I don't want an
That's fair.
ice frog lady episode. That was unnecessary. There's no reason at this point, with the stakes are as high and as interesting as this time period can be now, and you fleshed it all out to have filler episodes. Fuck that. Give me some
Fuck
new.
that
Give me some
indeed.
shit.
It's still pretty like impressive though that 16 episodes and there's only been 2 filler episodes
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know though.
Season 1 had
The
a few.
Sanctuary you can kind of argue not though because that's where we meet Cara Dune. So without that episode, she doesn't exist. So like,
Yeah, that's a good argument, but still, that episode sucks.
yeah.
I stand by.
As a whole, the episode's bad, but you need it for Cara Dune.
I know.
Evan, number 4.
Number 4 is I think Tom said it already. I want to see the stages of Mandalore / the capital
Yeah.
city, which is what Sundari.
Sounds about right.
Something like that. But I want to see it in its total destruction that it is in right now. But I want to see that start to get fixed and rebuilt. And I don't know who the leader's going to be. Maybe it's Bo, maybe it's Din. Someone's going to be leading that rebuild. But I want to see it in this terrible state and also it going forward, how it's going to recover.
It's going to look good.
I'm here
I
for
mean,
it.
Yeah.
hopefully we maybe make a visit back to it in season 4.
I bet we do.
Once it's, like, built up more.
Yeah.
Kind of crossover-esque. for
Yeah,
me, of
right.
course. Of course. 'Cause that's a big point of the series at this point.
My number 4, I've said this before.
Before you start, number
Yeah, go
4,
ahead.
do you guys think this is going to have like the biggest evolution of a Star Wars TV show, where it's like it started off with this very small story and it's going to end with these fucking massive consequences at the end of it?
It has to. Yeah. If it does end with, here's the First Order, here's the New Republic, then yes.
I mean, it started with a bounty hunter who was just good at his job, and
Yeah.
now it ends with him
Yeah.
having this like that's leading up to a fight with to rule
For a whole
Mandalore.
planet. A whole
I mean,
culture of people.
That's pretty big. I mean, that's a big, and that's not even the end of the series.
Rebels kind of went that same route. It was just a kid scraping by on the streets, and then he went to fighting off
That's true.
Thrawn, of all people.
That's true.
So,
That's a very
Clone
good
Wars
point.
to an extent
Clone Wars
grew too.
yeah.
Do you guys think there's any possibility that the movie they're announcing is the finale of Mando.
No.
You've always said that should, and I agree, that should be a thing where they have a TV show, but it ends with a movie. How
Didn't
cool would
Favreau
that
say
be?
that's what he wanted to do?
I don't know. That sounds like
their heavy hitter.
that sounds like a Feige thing.
Disney
On
Plus
Honestly,
heavy
Disney
hitter.
Plus, they're not doing this.
I don't know though.
Some of the people love the show. I
That could
think
be a
it could
Feige
cross
thing.
over.
Honestly, have Feige kind of take a TV show and finish it with a movie.
I still think it's going to be the Feige movie, but I'm just wondering if you guys were.
I would
how
love
you feel
that.
about that.
That would be cool.
I don't
Can you
think
imagine
they
like a
would do
3-hour
it,
finale to a
but
TV
like,
show?
it's not unheard of. Like fucking Sopranos did it.
Yeah.
Like it's a
Oh, I
thing
didn't
that
know that.
happens.
I'm not saying they shouldn't. It's just
not with the finale though.
They're not going to.
That was the show, but they've had like follow-up movies. But like, there's been shows that have done that. So
That'd be crazy.
All right, sorry. Were you were number
my
four?
number 4. I want to see, and I've made this mention before that I think Grogu is packing Yoda's lightsaber.
That's my number 4.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I want him to pull it out and wield it and use it.
And then we can buy it at Doc's.
Yep.
Yeah, mine said Grogu to have the lightsaber. That was my number 4.
There you go.
exactly. So
Beautiful.
I mean,
you can skip
how
me.
fucking awesome is it going to be to see Grogu at least use it a little bit?
Fucking
yeah.
be awesome.
Right,
I
and,
would
and he
love
just
it.
like protect Din with that.
That'd be so sick.
Maybe
be
that's
great.
like a big reveal in the finale.
What if Din's losing the fight to Bo and Grogu saves him with the saber? That would make it
Even
all the
better.
more confusing for Bo. Be like, okay, now like, did I win? Do I get the saber? What's going on? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be very cool because it's got to come back.
Yeah,
You don't just
I
show
think
it
so.
for some
Going to.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Especially with it being Yoda. It's not like it's just some throwaway fucking character.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Evan, number 3.
Evan, 3.
What was Brad's for?
I had
It
the
was-
same
it
one
was
as-
the same
Oh,
thing.
same one.
Yeah,
I'm
it
dumb.
was the
You
same thing.
did say that. My number 3 is give me some more of Moff Gideon. What we've got of him has been awesome, and they've never overused him. And I don't think season 2 underused him because he was great in that last battle there with Mando. But I just want to see him again, and we know we're seeing him again because Esposito's talked about being in season 3. Like we know he's there. So just give me some more of him. I got to know more of his story, his connection to the ISB. If he lives / escapes, does he help make the First Order? How does that go down? Where does he fall in that, like,
He's the first
hierarchy
First
of
Order
stuff?
officer.
Maybe. That'd be cool. He helps found the First Order.
And then Hux turns on him.
Huck's dad at that point.
It's
That'd
true.
be sick. I want to see more of
Yeah.
that.
Brendel, what's his name? Brendel
Brendel
Val?
Hux.
Brendel
Brendel.
Hux?
Brendel.
Yeah, Brendel Hux.
Brendel Wald is some fucking elf in Harry Potter.
Does sound like it.
Grindelwald, yes.
There we go,
Not
sure.
an elf. Dark wizard.
Gay that you know that.
No, it's not.
I
but-
second that statement.
Yeah?
I don't know. That's
It's
my
no-
number 3,
Hey,
Gideon.
Harry Potter's no Pretty Woman. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my gosh. Another great callback, I think.
Big mistake. Huge.
Tom, what's your number 3?
Tom looks like he wants to shoot somebody in
Gonna
the face right now.
hang Brad. That's my number 3. That's what I want to see.
In the show? It's in
In the show. No, number 3, I would like to see how Mr. Grogu was saved.
Mm.
We got to know.
Mhm.
How was he saved from Coruscant? Who did it? Who done it?
Who done it?
Who done it? Who do you guys think done it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I have like so many thoughts.
I would really like it to be Cal, but I just don't.
Cal
it
doesn't make
No,
sense.
Cal's,
He's on
Cal's
Braca.
young. All right, Cal's up in space above Braca.
Right,
Yeah.
and then, yeah.
Oh, that's right. God damn
Unless-
it. That's right.
Unless somebody puts him somewhere else, and then you do a mission in Survivor where
And
you take
get him
him from that spot and bring him somewhere else.
Yeah, but
Okay,
that wouldn't
yeah,
be
I feel
saving
like
him from Order 66.
He
though,
didn't
so-
go straight from the Jedi Temple to season 1 of Mando. He's done a lot of stuff in between there.
But we know Grogu was there during Order 66.
yes.
But all Ahsoka said was he was taken from the temple.
Mhm.
She never said
Saved
when.
or
Saved,
rescued.
Yeah. She never said like when.
What if he's taken to Mount Tantus and he's been experimented on?
Yeah, could have been.
So that's how they took him. The First Order, yeah. The Empire actually does take him, and he goes to Mount Tantus, gets a little experimented on. Somebody
And that's
saves
why
him
they
from Mount Tantus.
Keep wanting to get him back because they never got what they needed from him.
That could
Yeah.
be it. That's a good call.
Because that's like,
And because
My
Cal
hope-
breaks him out of there.
my hope.
could be.
This would be like one of the Luke moments. That if for some reason, and I don't know how you would explain this away, but if for some reason Anakin did it,
That
like
was one of my theories.
that
too.
would be the coolest fucking. They're still good in him.
That would make his
moment.
character even better.
That would be for me like the coolest fucking thing you could do.
He
Mhm.
just like hides Grogu and just
Yep.
like doesn't even think
Or
anything
like
of it.
sees him in a hallway and like doesn't just chooses to walk away because we know he killed all those kids. So the
Yeah.
fact that we know that and then he didn't do that, even if something that small, that would be fucking.
What if? So I think it could be a combination of all this stuff. Anakin does capture him, takes him to get experimented on, realizes how messed up it is for this to be happening to this kid, and like relates it to his story of being a slave
as Vader.
And he's like, I can't do this. Like, we got to get this kid out.
The Vader thing would,
Vader.
yeah, the Vader thing would work, but you would kind of undo a lot of the writing they've done with him, and how angry and
cracking
shit he
people's
was.
necks. Yeah,
yeah.
It's
But-
how many years after though? There's plenty of time for him to get crazy.
Well, Grogu's
evil.
only 50, right? So
right, and
it would
he's
have-
only
it had to be like around the same time.
and he's only that pissed and that crazy because he's so focused on getting Kenobi. Like, that has nothing to do with Grogu.
no.
So
but
he's not gonna be like,
but
I
he's
gotta kill
ruthless at that
Grogu.
point.
He's ruthless and
Yeah.
like hates
Ruthless
the Jedi.
at getting to Kenobi. That's all he cares about is Kenobi.
I don't think they're gonna fuck with Vader like that.
I don't think so
I think
either,
if you're
but
gonna
I would
do
like
It's
it.
got to
I'd
be Anakin
I'd
pre-turning,
be okay with it.
fully turning to. I mean, he's known as Vader at that
before
point.
he goes to
after.
Mustafar, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
pre-suit. Yeah,
Pre-suit
just
Vader.
Hayden has to be Hayden that saves
That's
him.
one of my favorite TVCs that is on my
Well,
bucket list. Is
When he's
the,
on Coruscant, yeah.
is the Revenge of the Sith Anakin, but it says Darth Vader instead
Yeah.
of Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
There's a variant of that card
So-
that says Darth Vader.
Yeah, so if it's pre-suit, so if it's Hayden, that means it can't be after Grogu's been experimented on and taken.
we
so
know
it
he's
would have
been-
to be from Coruscant to somewhere.
We
yeah.
know that Hayden's back clearly, so like maybe they filmed a short scene that like who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
that, to me that would be just like that'd be a Luke Skywalker coming off the ship moment. That'd be
It
like,
would.
holy
Yeah,
fuck, that's amazing.
100%.
And it would give you some more sympathy for Anakin, which after Obi-Wan you kind of need.
Honestly, yeah. I'm trying to think of other characters that it would be good and work
I
for,
mean,
but like I can't.
It's gonna be some no-name Jedi more than likely.
If
that
it's
you-
another
but
new one though, that's
But there's so
annoying.
many fucking Jedi at the time.
Could-
This is the height
could
of
be
the.
Seer.
Could
If
be
it's
Seer.
Seer, yeah.
Could be Seer.
Could be Seer.
I don't. When you say no name, you mean like one that exists, but
One
we just
exists,
don't
we
know
just
the
don't know
name
who it
of,
is
like,
yet. Like,
okay.
it's just
But if it's someone we've literally never seen before, not okay with that. Because like we've
Why?
seen so many.
But there's so many Jedi's. They're the height of the power at the time.
Yeah, but like connectivity,
There's
connect
so-
it to
there's
the
so many-
characters
I
you've
mean,
already established.
There's characters in the show that you don't know who are. Like there's Jedi that are
Exactly.
defending him, but just make him one of those. I
don't
like
know.
the fact that there's new Jedi. That's awesome. It's not like there's got to be a finite number. It can't just be like Order 66 of ours and just keep fucking explaining it.
Exactly.
But there's enough Jedi at the time to make.
What if it was
make
that
make
dude
sense.
that we saw in Kenobi who went to Obi-Wan and was like, do something?
That guy.
What if it was that dude?
That'd be cool.
That would be
That'd be a cool tie-in. I like that.
I forget his name, but
forget
that
his
would
name,
make
too.
me want to remember his
Jedi
name.
Jedi face.
Yeah,
Yes,
that guy,
Jedi
McBulge.
McJedi.
Yep.
Jugs McBulge. That's
Yeah.
his name.
If it's him,
Irish
I will
or African?
definitely look
Irish
him
or
up
African.
and remember him. And then they'll sell his saber at Docs, and we'll all buy it.
Yep, 100%.
I don't even know where we're at. That was such a good
I don't know either.
conversation.
Where
are
we at?
My three was how Grogu was saved.
Okay,
All right,
so
so
you're-
my
you're-
three
yeah.
is easy, Abatu or Halcyon, or both reference.
Yeah,
I
that's
surprisingly
been on
didn't
like
have
every
any of that.
list for one of us.
Finally, it wasn't
yeah,
mine.
It's gotta. I mean, come on.
We're
I've almost given up on
we're
it.
2 episodes or one
I
one
refuse
episode.
to give up because then I go. I called it.
Hold on,
Right?
Yeah, we're 1 episode away from Outpost.
If it's not in Bad Batch, I will stop putting it in my lists because
Oh, are we?
I'll give up.
The next Wednesday.
This
is
was
Outpost?
10. Next Wednesday's 11,
Dang.
and then the Wednesday after that is episode 12, which is Outpost.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay.
That is my last hope for Batu being in something.
Hey.
If it's not in that, it's no longer on my top 10s.
Rebellions are built on hope.
That's true.
What's your number
I'm
two?
not about those
I
rebellions.
hope to hear your number two.
Squash those rebellions. My number 2 is I gotta see that Din versus Bo fight. Like we know what's in there, so it's not like something that
Oh, of
I
course.
hope is there. Like it's in there, but I just really gotta see that.
He demands to see it.
I demand to see that now. I would like to see the fight.
I would like to see the.
I would like to see the battle.
My number 2, real quick, and this kind of ties into what everything we were just talking about, so I'm going to mention it and toss it to you, Brad. But I want to see a little more Anakin in Order 66.
Yeah.
I need more Hayden. Right, he's back.
Mhm.
I'm here for it.
Come on.
That's a well that they can basically infinitely go to.
Right.
We'll always say, okay,
he
I'll
can
take it.
kill. Talk about random Jedi. He could take a bunch out from
Yep.
me. I don't give a fuck.
What if we
Just
see what
wanna see
happened
it.
to all of Reva's friends and like how they got killed? Like if
we
Anakin
did
killed
see
them.
it,
Like
technically, right? Yeah. We
yeah,
did.
she says Anakin kills them. I don't
No,
think we
but
see
no,
it,
we
though.
see it.
Okay.
Kenobi, we saw the flashback.
I forgot. I gotta watch that again.
Yeah.
I won't before Mando because I have other things to watch.
Hit
But
the.
yeah.
Hit the.
Yeah, don't hit the eh. How could you?
That show was just okay.
How could you?
There was so much wasted potential in that show.
So much like your father.
What's your number 2?
I
My
guess
number
that's
2.
True.
I just want to spend a lot of time on Mandalore.
Yep.
Like this is a big deal that we're going back to Mandalore, and I don't. This is going to introduce a lot of casual because a lot of casual fans watch Mando.
They do.
That are so this is going to introduce a lot of people to Mandalore and the Mandalorian culture, and they're going to be interested in going back. And So I want a lot of stuff to come, like bring those storylines that we saw from Clone Wars and like make it a fucking thing to make people go back and watch it. Because I think it's interesting.
All of them, all the resort fatties are going to be dressing up like Harley
I'm a Mandalorian.
Harley Quinn Mandalorian for Halloween.
Oh God,
Daddy's little monster over the Beskar.
God,
Quindalorian, it's right there.
Quindalorian. So much to do that. Evan,
They
let's
will.
do it. What's your number one?
Number one,
I hate people.
me too. Brad has already said it, but the number one thing that I demand to see in season 3 is the First Order Origins. I just gotta
that's
see.
mine.
I know.
That's my number one.
That's your number one.
Rise
There
of the
you
First Order. That's my number one.
Ah.
So
I like it.
I
That
don't
should be
need
the
to say
name
it.
of one of the
Well,
chapters.
Rise
It
of the
should be. I use that name all the time.
Rise of the Resistance never works, so why doesn't Rise of the First Order work?
Right.
There we go.
So that's my number one. So I don't have to say mine. So we'll end the show on your number one.
Okay. So we already know Dave Filoni's doing 2 of these episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see Ahsoka battle Bo-Katan in live action.
Yeah, dude. What if she
She
forcefully
has
takes
to
the
back-
Darksaber?
Or maybe she's not agreeing with what Bo-Katan's doing. Mando reaches out to her. She's like, you knew her, or you know her. I need your help with this. She's like going crazy kind of thing. Maybe she's like Mandalore Hitler or something. And then Ahsoka comes back to reason with her. And I how cool would it be to see like Bo and Ahsoka duel a little bit?
That'd be insane.
Like,
I'd love to
don't
see
make
that.
me do
that
this,
would be
Bo.
insane to do. Yeah,
That'd be tense.
Yeah.
they got to do that. Especially like you said, Filoni
She's for
writing.
sure
yeah.
dead, right? Bo-Katan, for sure.
I don't think so. I think she can come
They
around.
haven't announced her in Ahsoka. She wasn't at the panel for Ahsoka.
Well, they haven't announced her because they want us to wonder if she's gonna die or not.
She might.
It could be, but like I
Maybe.
think they would have announced that she's involved in the show. She didn't show up at the panel.
Could be a
until very
scheduling
soon. They
thing,
do
I
it.
don't know.
Could be.
She could die, but I also could see her coming around after this persuasion from Ahsoka.
Yes. Well, right. I totally expect that the Mandalore storyline only be half of the season. I think there's something else that we don't even know is coming is going to happen.
I don't know. I thought about that today. Actually, I was like, how is this whole thing going to play out? I think that unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of him getting to Mandalore.
That's fair.
And
That's fair.
Peli Mata is going to be involved, and seeing all how that shit.
I need another Star Racer.
Yeah, I was going to do an impression, but my voice kind of gave out there.
You're good.
I'm good. I don't know. I think that's going to be the last few episodes are probably going to take place on Mandalore. I hope
Yeah.
I'm wrong, because you told a lot of the story leading up to this point in the Book of Boba Fett stuff.
It's true.
So
True.
hopefully I'm wrong, but I just kind of see them milking it a little bit,
That's fair.
which
Yeah.
is fair because it's a really cool
All the
storyline.
little side quests could be what we want to see. Could be like, here's some New Republic building, here's
Eh.
some First Order building, and then the
I'm
the
so
full
jazzed
quest
for
is
this.
Mandalore.
I'm so jazzed with this Mandalore thing. I just want them to kind of get into it. Like, I think it'd be really cool if it wraps up by episode 4 and you're like, what the fuck now? What are we doing now?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
They've
expecting.
been doing a lot of that already, though.
I
Like,
hope-
the
I
whole
hope that's-
Grogu thing was solved in half an episode of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So like, they do that a lot.
Yeah, I'm hoping they kind of speed through it. I'm glad that they did that Book of Boba Fett stuff because now you have to sit through 4 episodes of this, which is I think they said that's why they did it, so they can just kind of hit the ground running with
Yeah.
season.
Not
season
to
3.
linger on what's going on with Grogu.
Yeah,
Now
That's
you
exactly
know.
why they did it. Thank God.
All right, good episode, fellas. That was fun. I'm so fucking excited to bring
6 days
Hey
away
Mando
now, man.
back.
6 days.
We're coming back with Hey Mando. That's after this episode. It's probably going to be the first episode you hear
Yeah,
from us.
probably. Yeah,
Can't believe
We're
that.
going to do our best to do it on the day it drops. So
Yeah, well, that was our thing. So we would record it after we've all seen it, and
Yeah.
then we'd swap episodes. So like the
Right.
episode was your second one. So
right, Hey Mando's going to be first.
Hey
yeah.
Mando's gonna be your first one, and we're gonna dive deep, fellas. We're gonna do some speculating, and this is the fun part about being a Star Wars fan, minus the build up, because the build up has just been killing me.
Would you say that this is where the fun begins?
This is where the fun begins. Exactly. All right, thank you for listening to this episode. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always good journey into Buite.
Rise, Jedi Knight!